a homecoming recap,
plus hear from homecoming candidates,
and the latest on the Market Street shooting, all coming up on Mocs News.
I'm Gabby Shelton.
And I'm Katie Stevens.
Your news starts now. Last week, Baylor alumni Christopher Wright was shot and killed on Market Street in downtown Chattanooga. The crime's primary suspect, Daryl Roberts, a man with an extensive history of criminal activity, according to local police reports.
Holding a past record of theft, robbery, and vandalism, Roberts has gained over 60 charges during the past 2 decades. This includes the threatening of a gas station attendant on Brainerd Road with a gun back in 2009, and an attempted robbery of the Hamilton Place TJ Maxx in 2003.
During the attempted robbery in 2003, when asked by the store's security personnel if he had any weapons on him, Roberts reportedly produced a pocket knife, responding with, quote, "Here it is, and I will do anything it takes to get out of here."
Daryl Roberts appeared in court Monday morning, Chattanooga police claiming that he shot and killed Christopher Wright after a brief altercation on Market Street just the week before. Witnesses of the incident were able to identify Roberts to police, as well as one picking him out of a lineup.
Christopher Wright's funeral was held this past Thursday, October 4th, in Baylor Chapel. A GoFundMe was put up by his family to support the cost, raising $467,633 of their $450,000 goal.
A FedEx plane had to emergency land at the Chattanooga airport Thursday evening. Just after takeoff, the plane experienced a malfunction and had to touch down without landing gear, causing the plane to skid off the end of the runway. 3 people were on board the flight. Everyone did make it out okay. This landing caused the main runway to shut down for several hours while investigators surveyed the damage and crews worked to clean it up.
A FedEx plane, normally bound out of here from Chattanooga to Memphis, apparently had a landing gear issue, and they flew around for an hour and a half or so, burning off fuel. And then about 20 minutes ago, they actually made a crash landing over here at the airport. And they actually came all the way off the runway. And you can see now the emergency vehicles down here with the plane. But yeah, it was just a nose gear issue at first. Now we really think they didn't have any landing gear at all. As I was standing here, you could actually see the sparks coming up out the belly of the plane as it was basically crashing coming down the runway.
Wow, and how long were you guys standing out here?
I was here for about 10 to 15 minutes before. Some of the other spectators that were here, they were here for 20, 30 minutes, but I was here for about 10 to 15. Probably going to be a lot of investigations. I'm sure the airport will have to do whatever they do, and then the fire department, and I'm sure they'll bring in the National Transportation Board and all those people to see what's going on over here. So, good possibility Chattanooga won't open up till at least ways in the morning.
The Mental Health and Wellness Fair was held in the Tennessee Room on Tuesday. The fair provided numerous mental health outlets to make students and staff aware of the many resources in and outside of UTC. This included therapy dogs, health screenings, educational information, and free lunch. A representative from CADAS, a council for alcohol and drug abuse, spoke to us about his experience and why he helps young adults now.
It gives me great pleasure, man, to be a part of an organization, man, that's been serving the community for going on 60 years. It is bittersweet because with 60 years of service means that there's been 60 years of issues dealing with drugs and alcohol for this community. But, man, to be a part of something like that, man, it's life-changing, man. Honestly, man, at the age of 20, I made a terrible decision. It cost me 15 and a half years of my life. And coming home in 2016 at the age of 36, man, Cadence was one of the first organizations that gave me an opportunity, man, to give back and right a lot of the wrongs that I made, man. And so just to be, like I said, that's why I came. Then as I found out about more of their services, they offer programs for adolescents, man, and that's where my heart and passion is, working with the youth and just steering them in the right direction, man. And the fact that Cadence is a part of that mission part of their services, man. I just wanted to be a part of that, man. So that's why.
The Assistant Director for Health Education and Wellness also had a few words to say regarding the planning.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. We know that health and wellness, whether it be physical health, mental health, emotional health, all the like health and wellness like areas, we know how much that impacts our students' lives. You know, when they're mentally, emotionally well, physically well, they're going to like be able to focus on school more, and they're going to succeed academically. So it's really awesome to see people coming out and recognizing that does kind of overlap with academics.
Yet another highly anticipated event took place this past week, and it left judges starstruck to say the least. On Thursday, UTC hosted another annual lip sync battle where members of Greek life competed by performing dance routines. This year's homecoming concept was UTC and Beyond, which brought themes like Cowboys and Aliens, Star Wars, E.T., and Space Jam to the lip sync competition. These Mocs had weeks worth of dance practice to show for, and every group did so with UTC pride. Just as much spirit could be found with looking through the stands, as Mackenzie Arena was full of cheering supporters of the participating sororities and fraternities. The event also featured a surprise performance from UTC Sugar Mocs and Scrappy. After the performances, a panel of judges were left to rank each team, with Alpha Delta Pi in third place, Chi Omega in second, and Sigma Kappa in first place. This stellar show is one that Mocs look forward to every fall, but also a heartbeat memory for those who have participated all 4 years.
And the first place winner is Sigma.
This Thursday, the first homecoming dance was hosted in the UC Tennessee room. Students danced under the stars for a night in the Galaxy dance. The Office of Student and Family Engagement equipped the room with refreshments, a selfie booth, and Galaxy decor from top to bottom. DJ Kai was also present. Let's take a quick glimpse on how he got people to go out and dance.
Welcome to this edition of Mocs News. I'm Ryan Brooks, and it's homecoming week. I mean, who doesn't love homecoming week? We had Terrell Owens here this week giving golf cart rides, popcorn. It's just a lot to do. It's a lot to see, and it's a lot to run for and vote for. So right now I have Carmen Chambers here with me in the studio. And Carmen, I just want to talk about your candidacy. I mean, why is it important for you to be running for homecoming court?
It's important for me because when I first got here, I came in 2020, so during the COVID years. And my freshman year, I had no way to get involved at all. And I'm a very school-spirited person, so like it kind of hurt my feelings because I almost transferred and everything. I was like, okay, this school isn't really doing anything for me. Like I didn't know, but I was like, okay, it's COVID. I gotta stay, give it another chance. Sophomore year came, and I joined just about every club I could get my hands on, and I fell in love with UTC. Just instantly, the spirit, the school, the people, the black community, like everything about it was just everything I feel like I kind of stood for. And then I started to notice just a few, not issues, but just things that we could be better at, like just a bit of inclusivity, some diversity. And I just was like, how can I get these things to be a bit better? So as I was joining all of these different organizations, I started to bridge them together, like using me as that bridge and connection. I started comparing and putting together, allowing different organizations to meet each other, because after COVID, a lot of people were new, a lot of people were different. It wasn't the same group of people that were there before. So I used me as like a way to bridge that gap, and I feel like I continue to do that throughout my years, and I feel like that's why I deserve to be homecoming queen, because to me, I'm just someone who bridges the gap between the school and organizations.
Wow, and when you talk about bridging the gap, I mean, what impact are you trying to make with your message?
I think just more so building a community that's actually a strong community. So like I can feel the strengths that we have, but it's like I want to make sure that everyone can feel that. I want to make sure that we all feel like we're proud to be from UTC. We're proud to be one big community. So that's really just what I'm going for.
Wow, and I mean, if you don't win, will you run again?
I can't run again because it's senior year, but I would definitely say I appreciate the experience. I did a lot of campaigning. I had a lot of fun with it. My goal wasn't necessarily just to win. It was just to do something that I love. I love running for court. I love doing anything that involves school spirit. So just to be a part of the court and to be a part of homecoming was just great itself.
So, I mean, in other words, what you're saying is being involved in the community and being involved in just the overall between your peers and your family. I mean, has it shaped your college career to what you thought it would be?
Yeah, it's just, you have to put in what you want back. So it was like, I got involved, I did what I needed to do to meet new people, to make the network connections. So you have to be willing to go out there and be yourself, get out of the community, whatever you can get out of it, but also be willing to put back into the community. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it definitely shaped the college experience because I had a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of people, to know that there's people who know you that you didn't even know knew about you, to know there are people who that look up to you. All of that was just very exciting and honorable for me.
So what message do you have to say to the ones that are looking up for you to win?
I just want to say, always be yourself and don't be afraid to get out there. I just had the pleasure. I would just walk up to people and introduce myself, and I feel like that's what people love about me, how outgoing I am, and I have a really great aura and personality that people are attracted to. So just be yourself and don't be afraid to step out there and take risks.
Wow. Can I get a go, Mocs?
Go Mocs!
Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Mocs News, where we are going to talk to some of the members from the homecoming court for this semester. So I'm here with Jacob Morkert and Cece Gragg, and we are going to be asking them a couple of questions about their time and experience with being on the homecoming court. So according to UTC's website of like the requirements to be on the court, it like states you all are the best of the best here at UTC. How does that feel to you to be like given that title?
I would just say, like, it's such an honor just to be, it's such an amazing title. Just growing up and just being from Chattanooga and always seeing the campus, like, you look to it like it's this amazing place, and just to get to be a part of a court of an elite group that UTC really recognizes as one of its own that have really succeeded and excelled as their time, like, in education. Like, it's a greater honor than I could have ever imagined, so.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I can't believe I'm on the court. I was so surprised when they called my name. I just feel like that, I just feel honored because I feel like the students, the staff really feel like I fit that role, and it feels so great because I did not believe that freshman year I would be where I am now.
Yeah, just kind of mind blowing.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, really.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Cece, what is your favorite part about homecoming at UTC? Like this week has been kind of like leading up to the whole event. What's been like your favorite thing about it?
Well, favorite event is lip sync. I was actually the lip sync coordinator last year,
Okay.
and it is just it's the best event that UTC has on, in my opinion. I think my favorite part of homecoming period is probably just seeing the community all get together, the students, staff. I just feel like it's a big family, and I just love it. Yeah.
It's like a little reunion.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
exactly. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
So Jacob, could you tell me what you hope people coming to homecoming kind of get from the event itself?
Yeah, I would say I hope people can really just come together and just see the beauty of UTC, of its campus, of its people, and just people, alumni, young students who maybe even are considering UTC are able to just see the campus as a whole, as a time where we all come together and just unify as a campus to just celebrate us as a university and just be able to celebrate our team and just push them to go harder to win the game essentially, but also just cherish the moment where, like you said before, we are a family and we are all one Mocs.
We were talking about before we started rolling how you're from the area.
Yes.
So would you say that you've kind of witnessed that yourself? You kind of mentioned that at the beginning of the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. So my mother, she actually is a UTC alum. She was a part of the offices. She was a tour guide. And so her kind of growing up around Chattanooga kind of gave us a love for it. We grew up going to Mocs games, basketball and football. We went to events in the UTC arena, and so it's I always wanted to be a Moc essentially. And so my older sister went here, I'm currently going here, and my younger sister's going here, and so we're a generation of Mocs. So.
Wow, That's so cool. So going back to Cece, what motivated you to be so kind of involved on campus? I know that's like a major element of being a part of the court, is being like super, super involved here at UTC in some way or another. So what do you think kind of motivates you to get like your hands on the things that are going on around campus, if that makes sense?
Yeah, so freshman year I came in as a COVID baby, or not COVID baby, but like COVID freshman, which was really hard. And so I saw what it was like not being involved and not being able to get involved. And so my mentor, Dr. HB, love her, she really pushed me to get involved, to try things that I'm scared to do. And once I did that, I really just branched out and realized how important it is to be involved. Because if you're not involved, you're really not part of the community. You're just a student and you're just learning. But it feels great to be part of UTC's community and to really know the students and the staff.
Have you seen like an uptick in like people being involved on campus now that COVID-19 is kind of like ended?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like more freshmen are involved, and anytime I see a freshman and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I'm like, let me tell you, get involved because it will change your life. Yeah.
That's really sweet. So Jacob, what has been your experience with this? Has it like matched what you anticipated like going into the court, if that makes sense? Would you say that going in, this is like matched what you kind of anticipated, or has it been different in some way?
I think it's exceeded it for sure. Like just being able to be, you know, one of the faces of UTC, like being able to walk around campus, and like even in my community and my family has acknowledged it. It's like you are greater than just like average, like you are like the elite, like you are on the homecoming court. And it's so beautiful to be able to get to represent UTC in my actions, in my school, in my organizations, like just being able to celebrate and just show my passion for this campus and just really get to like pour that out through posting, going to the events, and really just like being a part of like the family unit of UTC.
That's really sweet. Okay, awesome. So my final question for you all, for both of you, is what would you hope someone who is like kind of going, like thinking about going to homecoming but isn't really sure, like what would you tell to them for them to like be more involved with this whole event that's going on, if that makes sense?
Yeah, one of the things that I always tell like incoming freshmen or just like anyone in general is you get out of it what you pour into it. And so if you really dive into homecoming, you go to all the events, you're maybe meeting new people, like making connections, then you will get so much out of homecoming. So whether it's going to one of the fun dances or going to watch lip sync, like as much as you pour into it, you'll get out of it and you'll just enjoy it so much more, and you'll really find the love and the passion for UTC that all of us have.
Yeah, like what Jacob said, like if what you get out of it is what you pour into it. So like I really encourage everyone to get involved, because I feel like you get so connected and it feels so nice to feel like a big part of something. And I feel like sometimes college can be really lonely, and just going to different events really helps you feel connected, and you meet so many people, and that's amazing. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you guys for being here.
Awesome.
Thank you all
Thank
for the
you.
opportunity to interview you. It's been a wonderful time. I hope you all feel a little bit more connected to the people on your homecoming court. And back to you guys in the studio.
The football game is tomorrow at 4 against WCU at Finley Stadium. I wonder how the weather will be for our Mocs.
Let's see what Lillian Simcox has for this week's weather report.
Yeah, guys, I think tomorrow's weather will be perfect for a tailgate and football game. If you're not making it to the game, definitely make sure to spend some time outside this weekend and early days of next week as these cooler temperatures come into the Tennessee Valley. Tomorrow high is only 67 with a low of 49, Sunday high of 68. Starting to slightly warm up on Monday with a high of 75 and a low of 46. The rest of the week will have highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. We're also looking at a pretty clear sky during the week, so like I said, get out and enjoy this weather. Maybe even start some of those fun fall activities like going to the pumpkin patch. Well, that's all the weather we have for today. Katie and Gabby, back to you guys.
Terrell Owens is here this week for homecoming. He's handing out golf cart rides and free popcorn. It's not every day you get to experience a Hall of Fame player interacting with students on campus, but he's one Mock alumni that doesn't hesitate to show us his school pride. Terrell joined us earlier this week with an interview. Take a look at what he has to say.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Mocs News. I'm Ryan Brooks, and I have Terrell Owens, Hall of Fame Terrell Owens, and he's here on campus for homecoming week. So, Terrell, will you just tell us about the homecoming week? I mean, what have you enjoyed about the week so far?
Well, it's a little different than when I was here, but what I would like to see from obviously the student body, even outside of campus, trying to get the city involved, getting some of these local high school students to, even players to come watch, the Mocs win, let them come out and watch them play. And just being here now is a lot different than when I was here. The campus has transformed. I mean, it's going through a metamorphic stage.
Yeah.
It's beautiful now, more beautiful than when I was here. But yeah, man, I just like coming back, just giving back, and this is where, I went to school. You talk about pride. I have Mock pride, and I want to come back. And, honestly, my goal, just being here, especially just talking to the assistant AD, Andrew Horton, my goal is really just to come back and see that stadium filled, because obviously, like I said, that's going to help with recruiting. Obviously, winning helps. Obviously, me being on campus helps. Being here, being an alumni here. Obviously, playing in the National Football League for 15 years. Then being nominated and then inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018. So I want to do whatever I can to try to bring, everything that we can here to bring that winning atmosphere back to Chattanooga.
Palmer down the middle, T.O. TD.
I just arrived this morning. Literally, I haven't even been to my hotel yet. So I got here, got my cart delivered. Got a cart here that I bought and donated to the athletics department. So it's kind of nice. I like it.
Yeah, I was like, what Mock has their own golf cart? You got your name on the front of it, so I'm like, what's going on?
None other than Hall of Fame Terrell Owens,
right?
Obviously,
the only one.
Right? Yeah. So man, I just wanted to, like I said, just come back here, man, and just try to have fun, engage with the students on campus. I've been doing that last year. I had a great time at Starbucks. I will be doing that again this year. I will be riding around on the cart. I got my popcorn. I got the music blasting. So yeah, if you see me, say what's up. I'll even give you a ride to wherever you got to be. Ride to class, wherever you want me to drop you off. I got you.
Now, see, he's going to have to give me a ride after he did all that. He's going to have to give me a ride now. So, I mean, your experience as a Mock. I mean, how was your experience here? Did you enjoy it? Was it all that you thought it would be?
I can't say that it was all that I anticipated or expected. I'll tell you, a lot of people that know about me coming here, my stint here, my career here. I really didn't know that I was going to play beyond, the collegiate level as far as football wise. But my experience here, I'll say, I enjoyed it's probably going to sound crazy. I probably enjoyed basketball more so than I did football. Probably because it's a smaller group of guys. We actually got to win a lot of games, a lot more than we did with football. But the football program obviously has done a lot of great things since I left. And even now, Rusty Wright, who's the head coach, he was my teammate. So I'm excited for him to see what he's doing. And then obviously, like I said, just seeing these guys go out and play and represent the city on Saturdays. And so again, like I said, I can't be more grateful to have achieved the things that I did here. Like I said, my experience here, like I said, it was wonderful. Like I said, it could have been better, but like I said, I was playing two sports. I went from basketball to football, so I didn't get this joy campus and the partying and things of that nature like a regular college student would. But again, I tried to maximize the most that I could with my teammates. That's basketball and football. So that was my experience here.
Wow, and I love to hear that. And I just want to reiterate on 15 seasons pro. I mean, what would you say to the average college athlete that's just trying to exude that level of success?
I mean, if you got that desire, I always talk about desire, dedication, and discipline. It's obviously displayed on my card there. I think if you got a desire to be or do something in life, the other two D's that will kind of obviously bring everything to fruition. You got to dedicate yourself. When you think about some of the greatest who have played any sport, discipline is what separates the great from the good.
I love to hear that. And I mean, we have so much stuff going on this week for homecoming week, and I know that you're here all week, right?
Yeah. I went to early. I went to the Space Lounge. Was it Lupton Hall?
Lupton Hall, yep.
Yeah. I got to talk to I can't think of her name. I don't want to butcher it. To Gia, I think Gia or whatever. Talked to her a little bit, and so I got to see what was going on there. And kind of the same thing. She asked me, it was like, what's my experience been? What I'm looking forward to, and my answer was kind of been the same. It's like, I want to see more. Just if I come on campus, it's homecoming week. I want to see on campus. I want to be able to see that walking around on campus. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
See some banners, just like high school. You had the pep rally, you had the posters. It was decorative all over the place. I want to be able to find that when I walk on campus, just like any of these other Power 5 schools that I've gone to and seen the campus, see how the student body is so involved, packing the stadiums on game day.
Yeah.
That's what UTC should be.
Absolutely. And we're so excited to have you here today. I appreciate you being here with me today. And is there any more upcoming projects that they can expect from you in the future?
Yeah, I actually just got on a conference call, so I had you waiting for a little bit. I'm getting ready to do my documentary.
Wow.
It'll be with Prime, Amazon Prime Video. So just trying to get that locked in, dialed in, and then you'll probably start shooting by the end of the year, and then probably looking to have that be ready to launch probably right before maybe preseason of next year, football season. So that's something I have in the works. And then obviously I have my clothing line. This is one of my hoodies, prototype81.com. I have a wine line that I partnered with the late great Tommy Lasorda, who was a Los Angeles Dodgers two-time World Series champion. So I have a wine under his label, 81vino.com, and then I have a candle line as well, and that's under Loft 81 Home. So, so those are some of the projects that I have in the works, and I do a number of speaking engagements throughout the course of my career. I didn't think that I would be doing that, coming out of high school, and then obviously attending Chattanooga. Who would have ever thought that I would be going around speaking about certain things? And so that's kind of like what keeps me busy. And then, like I said, just I make time for the people that have made time for me to show me love, and that's right here at home at UTC.
Wow. Well, we appreciate you, and we wish you well and your safe travels back home. And we get to go Mocs.
Hey, go Mocs.
Students were able to enjoy quite a chill between classes with delicious space-themed snow cones. It's no secret that students love free food. Homecoming just got a bit chillier this year. Our Mocs are currently ranked 20 in the Southern Conference.
So it seems to be shaping up for our Mocs pretty well. Let's welcome back Jacob Morkert to the studio. Jacob, what do you think about the Mocs this year?
Hey guys, the Mocs are looking pretty promising this season. WCU, who we're playing in the homecoming game, is ranked 17th, so that should make for a good game. The tailgate begins at 1:30 outside the First Horizon Pavilion at the Finley Stadium, followed by our homecoming game against Western Carolina at 4 p.m. Mock Soccer played Western Carolina and unfortunately lost 2-0 on Thursday, but you can continue to cheer them on this Sunday for their senior night. Southern Conference named Samuel Espinoza Golfer of the Month after a 2-win opening in 2023-2024 season. The UTC Volleyball will also Western Carolina as well as Furman this weekend, Friday at 6 p.m. and Saturday at 7:30. After a 3-match win, the team hopes to earn head coach Julie Torbett her 500th career head coach win. That's all for Mock Sport. Katie and Gabby, back to you.
That does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you so much for joining us.
Don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram at Mocs News UTC. We'll be here for you next Friday.